Oh, hello! Hello! Hello, everybody! Hello, and welcome to another live Friday Night Live with me, Paul.
Me, Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
Good evening, everybody.
How are we all doing? How are we all doing this evening? Look at this. I didn't get this. I didn't get this when I had my vaccine. Special treatment from the Etihad. Not the Etihad. NHS, innit? When all said and done.
Yeah, but
they're everywhere.
They've took over the Etihad.
Yeah.
Completely. So, we'll chat about stuff and things, and then we'll get to the bit where you can ask us anything.
We always have a bit of a Q&A towards the end. Slightly shorter live than normal tonight for obvious reasons. It's been a long week. It's been a long day. 68 in the house. Thank you all for being here nice and early. What I'm going to do to kick off, before Paul gives you the update and the story on his vaccine this evening, I'm going to just give a quick shout out to those people who were in the house right at the start. I like to just give a few people. So Sybil, Michael, Nikki, Joanna, Natalie, Will and Chris, Alice, Stacey, that vegan chick, Kelly, our fabulous moderator, Nikki, Northern British Gaming, Richard, the vegan vlogger, Sarah, Angerad's Life, Muddy Paws, all of yous, thank you for being here to join us on this rather eventful evening.
Let me just pop
it's
back
been
up there.
Oh, Sybil had a question right from the get-go. She was in there. She was in there with a question.
Did you ever have problems staying vegan? I started in January and it works.
Fantastic.
But actually, I feel bad even when I see beans, lentils, tofu now.
How do I get back on track?
I'm not sure what you're asking. Why do you feel bad seeing beans, lentils, and tofu?
Elaboration, Sybil.
Yeah,
Elaboration.
don't quite understand the question, love. You get back on track by realizing that an animal's life is not worth sacrificing for your taste buds. That's how you get back on track. It's really simple. If you think an animal is worth dying for your taste buds, then you're not vegan and you never will be. And if you don't think that, then you're vegan. It's excuse that. I know that sounds really kind of abrupt and it's not meant to at all. But it's the animals have kept me here for 7 years, because anytime I've thought about, God, I could kill a poached egg, or there's so many things that I loved the taste of. You know, lamb, seafood, eggs, real immature cheddar made with milk. All of them come from abuse. And so immediately I'm like, I don't want, my taste buds don't need that. My taste buds don't need the abuse.
Sybil's just said, I'm German, sorry for my bad English.
Oh, it's not bad
fine.
English, but try and clarify what you mean, Sybil. Why do you feel bad seeing beans, lentils? Do you mean as in you see them and you don't want them?
Yeah.
And you're still kind of craving, meat, fish, or dairy.
And the thing we have to recognize as well is different. We do recognize different parts of the country. Different parts of the world have got different supplies in terms of the kind of meat alternatives. So, you might not necessarily be able to go to your local supermarket and buy a meat alternative like pie or pasty or something like that.
And with that in mind, very, very soon on the channel, I've not even discussed this with Jason yet, but we're doing it. You know, when we did the budget week not so long back, I'm going to be doing a whole food plant-based week. Like, try and do our full week with as much whole food plant-based foods as possible. And I think that might be really helpful because, for example, cooking chickpeas, there are so many different things you can make with just chickpeas. So many different kind of, you can make curries, Spanish chickpea stew, hummus, tuna, all of these things. I've got some funny stuff to tell you about me vaccine. I'll tell you because you're here live with us, and so you get to see some bonus stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. Can we just give a shout out to Leanne and Kelly, who are in the house this evening, our fabulous moderators, just kind of looking after things in case we get any silly people in the comments. So yeah, best behaviour, you know.
No, Peter, I haven't seen Seaspiracy yet. It's only just gone on Netflix, hasn't it? I don't ever want to watch it.
Well,
I have no intentions of ever eating fish again.
No, obviously. It's an interesting question, though, isn't it? Is the obvious question, the baby elephant in the room, is: do vegans need to watch Seaspiracy?
I think maybe if you're thinking about giving it up, definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
definitely.
But for us, I mean, there's no going back, is there?
Or if you're telling yourself that it's too hard,
yeah,
then watch Cowspiracy and Seaspiracy.
Before we get on to you just updating on the vaccine, because I'm sure quite a few people are interested, Joanna just says, I caught your taste test for the luxury vegan chocolate bars and have ordered one of each. You may have a little delivery soon. I'm assuming she means Whittaker's.
Oh,
I'm assuming you mean Whittaker's.
Gorgeous.
So good.
They are so beautiful.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Joanna.
Yes.
So, oh no, I thought that was. Oh, she's changed her name.
Ah, snuck in there. I was like, there's a spanner and a blue. There's blue words and a spanner. The Hermitage.
She's changed her name.
Ah,
so
nice.
Go down to the vaccine centre. I've got a vaccine vlog coming up because I'm going to document the next 24 hours and just see how I am, because I know a lot of people have been proper poorly off it or had some pretty major side effects. So I'm going to cover it all, but I covered it going down there tonight. I covered it, I filmed it going in. Then I'm in the queue, right, waiting to go to the first lady at the first computer to confirm who I am and everything. I'm in the queue. I do a bit of a selfie bit saying like, right, so I'm in the queue and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Turns around. Next thing I know, this little security guard, cute though he was, comes up to me and says, excuse me, sir, could you follow me, please, sir? So I was like, okay. If you could follow me outside, please, sir. I was like, oh, am I not supposed to film? Clicked straight away what it was.
You didn't see any signs though, did you?
No, I didn't see anything on way in. So he says, yeah, if you could delete the bit you've just filmed while I watch and then empty it from your recycle bin while I watch, you can go back in and get in line. So I was like, Then he says, there's some other bits before that, weren't there? And I said, yeah, and they were filmed outside and out to do with you.
Now to do with you.
So
he was happy with that though, wasn't he?
Yeah, because I mean, but I was right. It's like you can't stop me filming outside.
Yeah,
stop me filming in there by all means. But I wanted to vlog the full experience, but no. But it went very, very well. It was packed. There were so many people there. Everybody safely distanced. Everybody 6 feet apart. The queues very quick moving, and the vaccine over and done really, really quick. He just said, dangle your arm, just dangle it really loose at your side. And I did it. And then he went, right. And I was like, oh, done.
Yeah. It's always the same with an injection. Standard, isn't it?
So, yeah. And we'll just see how we go now. Over the next, few hours. Hey, the library is open. That's our Stuart over there on Libraries Open. You're telling me about the bleeding bureaucracy. It would because I said to Jason when I came out, I said, Granada Reports were in there last week and they'd have had a full crew and a director and everything. Were they there spraying the camera down? I was clean. I did my hands at every turn, mate.
They were clean. They were clean. Pretty sure they were clean.
I'm annoyed though. It's like vloggers. We get told a lot to stop. We do. It's like I've been told in Lidl, Superdrug, and now at the vaccine centre, in a second-hand shop in Failsworth.
Oh yeah.
That's 4 times. I'm not doing nobody any harm. I'm filming me. Do you know what I mean?
There's lots of people out there that's still in the 21st century, and I understand it. They don't understand what vlogging is. They don't understand that most of the time it's actually just plain free publicity. They don't get it all the time. Alice has made a funny point, because I remember you saying this specifically, and it's funny. I saw online, someone said maybe the people that react badly to the vaccine would have been very poorly if they'd actually got COVID, if that makes sense. Sorry, it may have been you guys that said it.
It weird. I've said it recently on a blog, and I'm still convinced. So if I do get poorly because of this vaccine, you know, maybe that'll be a blessing, because it'll be like, right, well, at least I've reduced my chances of actually getting hospitalized or dying from it. You know, because let's not forget what a vaccine is. I've been injected with COVID-19, an inert version of COVID-19, but they have still injected the virus into me, even though they've kind of cut its legs off and stuff. So it's like, but still, they've injected. That's what a vaccine is. It is the actual inert virus to get your body used to. All right, how are you going to deal with this if it comes along? It's a vaccine is an immune system teacher.
Yeah,
that's what a vaccine is.
Yeah.
It's not a preventative. It's an immune system teacher. So, you know, I'm glad to have it, and touch wood, thus far I feel fine.
Onwards and upwards from here.
I'm aware I've had an injection now, which is funny because I didn't feel it going in, but now I'm quite aware I've had an injection. So there you go. 174 people watching and only 61 likes. Now, you YouTube viewers have got to learn that, because us YouTubers have to keep asking you all the time.
Go have the
just have it as standard. If you're watching something and you're enjoying it, close the chat for a second, hit the like button, and open the chat, because it's a thing that helps YouTubers majorly,
massively.
And you don't make us tell you that every time.
Please.
Come on.
Please, lovely people.
You know why? Because you're wise and you learn quickly, and I know that about all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, see?
I just think people get so engrossed
I know,
from the start.
Forget to, but it is massively important. It really is.
I'm engrossed by what Nikki Gray's said before. Finally caught you tonight. Last I missed you. Was busy sculpting Hoggle from the Labyrinth.
Ooh.
Amazing.
I love Hoggle.
Yeah, Hoggle was awesome. Yeah,
he was a little shit as well.
Well, he didn't know no better. He needed to learn, didn't he? He needed to learn what was important in life. Do you know what I mean?
He still gave her the apple.
Yeah, because he was terrified.
He was terrified of the Bog of Eternal Stench, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Can you believe we know this much about that film?
Terrified. And Bowie as well. Bowie was terrifying.
Bowie was sexy as hell in that film. Ludo. Oh, Ludo down.
I'm getting sidetracked now. I
love Ludo.
So yeah, lots of people have already had the first jab.
Muddy Paws is in the house. Lisa, can't thank you enough for the recommendation to Wayne.
2 episodes left.
We've only got 2 episodes left. God, it's so good. Thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. What a fantastic recommendation. What a great series.
I love it. Should I say what I said in the car on the way home about it?
Well, you can if you want to.
I'll paraphrase, but the basic gist of what I was saying was, with Wayne, the wonderful thing about it is it's a perfect balance of poignant, touching moments that actually almost bring a tear to your eye. Mm-hmm. Really sort of laugh out loud comedy moments.
Bowie Bulge.
Hashtag Bowie Bulge. Yeah, really heartfelt, poignant moments that are almost bring a tear to your eye. Really great comedy moments and really sort of brutal violence, all kind of in a fantastic series. So yeah, thank you so much.
Really good.
We've loved it, haven't we?
Yeah. Brilliant. What Del and Wayne are such fantastic characters, and the actors that play them. Oh God, they're good. They're so good. So yeah, there's a recommendation. Look up the series Wayne. We've got a meals vlog going up tomorrow, haven't we?
We've got a meals vlog. In fact, yeah, now we've got the vaccine update out of the way. Thank you for all the thumbs up, by the way. Really, really appreciate it. Heading up to 200 in the house. And you know who else is in the house, technically, although they're not able to actually comment in the comments. fabulous mum and dad Brom. So love to yous. Thank you so much for the support and help that you've given us today in terms of the soil for the allotment. So I'll say that. I just wanted to say it so I didn't forget. Thank you so much for helping us out with that. And a big shout out and a hello to Auntie Pearl, Colin and Brett, if you're watching. There we go. Just wanted to say that.
So you never know. I might be one of the lucky ones who doesn't get any major side effects. And if so, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely great. But if I do, I mean, I've been through codeine withdrawal.
Yeah.
After only 4 weeks to take, 3-4 weeks of taking them. And that was the illest I've ever been in my life for 12 days in a row. I literally spent 12 days in a hot bath. It was the only thing that made me feel better. And I don't do baths. Hate them.
Yeah.
As a rule.
But it's kind of what your body was telling you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, your body and your brain.
Yeah. Just getting a bath. Couldn't keep anything down. Anyway.
Quite a few people in the comments have mentioned what we checked before, which is just making sure about having paracetamol in.
Yeah, well,
got paracetamol in.
We made sure we had some in,
just in case.
And you know, I've already drunk some water, and I had a meal. Actually, we had a good, tasty meal.
There's actually quite a few people in the chat, like in the live chat, that have had their first vaccine as well.
Well,
and quite a mixed bag of reactions.
Probably a lot of us are in our 50s, early 50s. Is it like the 50 to 51 to 56 group at the moment, or 50 to 55? And I'm in that because I'm 51. So that's why. And it was. I booked it. I only got my text 3-4 days ago, and I was like, right, book it straight away. So I have done. And the next one is just before my birthday. There's some beverages. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I've moved. I did a loose place. It doesn't go past this chat sometimes.
Imagine what it's going to be like when we've got 50,000 subscribers. It'd be terrifying. Terrifying experience.
We won't even be able to focus on the chat.
Well, we might just need to get a couple more mods. We might just have to do that. Do you know what I mean? Just to help us out, because it'll be silly, just silly. So yeah, we've updated on the vaccine. Somebody, I think I had it highlighted, but it might have gone. This is a nice segue without giving too much away, because obviously there will be at least one allotment vlog uploaded at some point over the weekend or Monday at the latest. So without giving too much away, but Rick asks an interesting question. It allows us to segue slightly into allotment talk briefly. What are you growing on the allotment?
So many things.
So many things we're going to try and grow. Everything.
So many things. We've got so many seeds ready for a quick rundown. Chilies, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, carrots, beetroot, chard, peas, beans, spinach, berries, many different kinds of berries, onions.
Did you say taters?
Taters, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Lots of stuff.
Loads of stuff.
In fact, the next couple of weeks, without giving too much away, the next couple of weeks are going to be spent planting seeds here at home and getting them propagating, planting down at the allotment and doing final little things. We might have one more bed to build, possibly down at the allotment, and then we're done. We're going to take up the breathable membrane from Salad Street, and we're going to put brown paper down instead. And then you were talking about a little project in front of Salad Street where we're not going to do any raised bed whatsoever.
No, we're just going to go straight into the ground, I think, with beans and peas, because they grow up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we want to try different experiments in different areas of the allotment.
We'll have 3 different kinds of raised beds. We'll have one with the weed suppressant fabric, one with brown paper, one with nothing, where we've just kind of, it was already flat soil with no grass on it. We've just put earth on top of it. Then we'll have directly into the earth.
Yeah.
with the bees and the peas, and we're thinking of making that other big bed, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. Hi, Imran.
Oh, you've just got in, sitting down with a Chicago Town cheeseburger pizza. How's everyone doing?
We've got a box of them in the freezer. We haven't tried them yet.
Oh, looking forward to it.
We almost did last night. It was a toss up between them and the ZZ's
Yes.
jackfruit pepperoni.
Yeah.
Pizza.
So
we plumbed for that one.
I'm guessing, Imran, you will be shoving.
Thanks for the likes, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Much more even. And if you've just joined us, there are 183 people watching, 128 likes. Close the chat for a sec. Give it a thumbs up, the video, and then open the chat again. It'll all still be there. Nothing will be missing. Not one word.
No.
One word.
And I should say as well, because some people who are not massively familiar with how YouTube works, the reason we ask directly for you to give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying watching the live stream is because it genuinely really does help in terms of how YouTube operates.
It helps the algorithm.
It helps the algorithm, yeah. It helps the artificial intelligence behind YouTube latch onto things and potentially recommend us and show us to other people. And that's kind of what we want. We want to get our wholesome, down-to-earth veganism out there for all to see.
On the reg.
There we go. Second time I couldn't do it. What I was going to say was, I'm betting Imran, matey, you will be shoving that pizza in your face and give it about 15 minutes. You'll be fast asleep, good sir. I'm going to scroll down a little.
I'm right looking forward to trying that one when it just scroll back up a little bit. There we go. Oh, broccoli as well. We've got broccoli.
Nice one, Alice.
Purple sprouting broccoli.
Planted some broccoli seeds last month and they're so tall now, but I didn't realise how big they get when fully grown. Haven't got any ground space to plant them, only tubs.
We grew only in tubs in the garden last year.
Yeah.
And we got potatoes and carrots and beetroots. And I mean, the carrots and the beetroots were small and a bit misshapen, but they were delicious.
Yeah, it worked. We said with the allotment, and by the way, lots of comments of people really enjoying the allotment vlogs. Thank you.
We're loving it.
We're loving doing them. They're a fair effort to edit. I'm not going to lie, but it's fun to edit them as well.
We were talking about this last night. Not kind of. There are so many YouTubers who have big opportunities coming up and tell you, oh, there's something big coming up, and then you don't hear anything again. Or they say, we're going to be on a TV show, and then it don't come off, and it's like, well, why did you mention it? You should have waited until it was. And I said to Jason, I said, that's why I'm really proud of what we did with the allotment, because it was something realistic. We knew we were doing it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of teased a bit and like, we've got a big announcement and a new playlist coming up.
But we didn't tease for too long.
No, it was only like a week or something.
Yeah.
Because it's good to do it with realistic things, isn't it?
Yeah. I imagine that some of our subscribers that thought we were adopting kids were probably quite disappointed with the allotment announcement. But
we're growing kids.
We're growing children in the ground. Yes.
Green edible children.
Dragon's Angel 007 has just ordered a load of seeds today.
Cool.
Excellent stuff. You'll be astonished at what you can achieve in a very, very small space. You'd be really surprised. And I know loads of people say it, but it's so true. It really does give you a sense of achievement. Even if it's just spuds, if you're growing just spuds or spuds and tomatoes, if you've got a nice sunny spot, to get some tomatoes on the go. Claire says that the cheeseburger pizzas are absolutely amazing.
Looking forward to trying them, but we've had pizza twice this week already because we were desperate to do the French bread pizzas again, but trying the Violife Greek cheese, and it was a little bit better.
50-50.
Maybe we'll try both next time.
Yeah, salty goodness. Salty goodness.
You can always add salt though, can't you?
Michael, sir.
Thank you for joining us for a while.
Thank you.
And for your constant support on that there Twitter. Good night.
Bless you. Thank you, Sandra. Yes, Jack is enjoying the allotment vlogs as well. Growing veg in my garden this year in containers. Excellent. That's where we started off.
That's what we did last year, and it were great.
Oh, Alice, I'm so sorry. YouTube is a bit rubbish sometimes with that. Why is YouTube so rubbish? I've only just got the notification that you're live.
I set it late.
You did, because we were a bit.
Yeah, I didn't know whether we even wanted to go live tonight, and I was a bit scared of being, like poorly. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure I was okay.
Denkono, will you guys be at Veg Fest in the UK this August? If I'm honest, it's doubtful. It's doubtful we'll be at Veg Fest, but never rule anything out.
Well, I don't even know if we're going to be at Vegan Campout with what I'm trying to figure out whether the government have concluded that they need to extend the extreme lockdown until October, because it's been voted on in Parliament and it won. So does that mean it's now good? It's official? Because if it does, that means Manchester Pride has to cancel. Vegan Campout has to cancel because they both come before August, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to. I mean, look at where they are with the vaccines at the moment. They're only on people in their 50s. There's a long way to go, isn't there?
There is a long way to go, to be fair. There is.
Although we were saying on the way home tonight, it's about the one good thing that this government is doing at the moment is the vaccine program.
The rollout.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government has pretty much failed.
The one good thing.
At every turn. And don't even get me started on the track and trace. Don't even get me started on that. They've failed at every turn.
Millions of pounds wasted on
one of his... It's not millions, it's billions. Billions.
No, it's the same with Trident.
We could have a colony of people living under the ocean, exploring the parts of the ocean that we've never explored for the cost that was the amount of money that was spent on track and trace in this country.
And it's a pile of shine.
Anyway, like I said.
And all the new Trident weapons that can never be used. They can never be used.
Silliness.
Billions of pounds.
Anywho, just briefly to go back, because there's quite a few people that have mentioned it, and I'm really chuffed, and it's really nice. Angela says Spud's going in tomorrow. Stacey says I ordered some compost. I ordered some compost in Feb and it never turned up. Hope I can get some soon. I'm ready to get planting. Lots of the supermarkets at the moment have got get major offers on
3
compost.
for £9.
Like just your standard basic compost. Nothing added to it in terms of animal, byproducts or ingredients. Really good stuff. We used it last year. We've used some of it this year. Hope you get sorted out. Definitely. And of course, Siobhan, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, what was that something the other day about the Salem witch trials? Working on a 3,500 word paper on Salem witch trials for college and watching this. What we were watching the other day were they mentioned something about the Salem witch trials and they said there was some justification for it, that was it some kind of fungus that they'd eaten and it had sent them all crazy. It was linked into that thing we were watching about where everyone started dancing and they danced themselves to death.
Oh, yeah.
And they speculated that it was something to do with some kind of fungus that they'd eaten. And that's why lots of people in the village had kind of gone nuts and started dancing and didn't stop dancing for days and days.
And I thought it was the same thing for the Salem witch trials, that a lot of people had just gone mental. Witch.
I went off at a tangent. Siobhan's fault. Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Siobhan.
Thank you.
They do help.
There you go. Alice says Morrison's have 5 bags of compost for £10 in Alice's local. I imagine a lot of them have got offers on because it's the time of year, isn't it? Everyone's getting on it. We're fighting with the rugby tonight again. We know that quite a few of our subscribers are keen on the rugby, and we don't mind that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I quite like watching the rugby myself, but I'm a pervert.
You are.
I'm not.
You just said it yourself. You said it yourself. So what else is there to talk about? Should I get us a glass of wine whilst we continue to chat?
That would be lovely.
Thank you so much for the thumbs up, by the way, everyone. Genuinely, really appreciated. And it works, it helps, because just a couple of weeks ago, we had a few new people that just turned up and actually just said, YouTube have recommended you to me. I've no idea what you guys do, but I've come along to have a look. And then they stuck around and they stayed.
Which is always lovely.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I got asked tonight, which I found rather amusing, was, and It was. I'm not going to assume, but if I was forced to assume, I would say she was about my age, lesbian woman. The second computer person that I went to confirm my details for the second time asked me, have you had any COVID symptoms? Blah 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 blah. Any allergies? Blah blah blah. Are you, or do you have any reason to suspect that you could be pregnant? And at first I thought, what a ridiculous question to ask me. And then I thought, no, it's not actually. That's quite beautiful. Think about it. There's a trans man just given birth recently.
Well, there you go.
So I thought,
it's a whole new world.
I said, as far as I know, no, but you never know.
For anyone that's interested, by the way, this evening, the red wine that we're drinking is the Estevez Merlot, Chilean Merlot, from Aldi, and I think it's about $3.99. So there you go. Vegan, of course.
I've got a mark under it. Oh, it's shaving rash. Look.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
dear me.
I know. Terrible shit.
Is it a shaving rash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I shaved yesterday, so it must be. And I'd left it for a good few days. I had a right lot of grot on my face. Awful, really.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's lovely of you to say. Just discovered your live streams, loving them. Keep doing what you're doing. I need to see you having your own TV channel. Program, sorry.
I was going to say, we kind of do have a TV channel.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. And that's why, even though sometimes...
That's the great thing about YouTube.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that. Even though sometimes we can be quite critical of YouTube, and no way is YouTube perfect by any means whatsoever. It's broken in a lot of ways. But we will always be eternally grateful and thankful for the opportunity
to have our own channel,
to do what we do here on YouTube. Yeah.
And connect with so many people.
Connect with all you delightful people. This community has kept us sane over the last 12 months, I think it's fair to say.
However, their ad system is broken.
Yeah.
We were watching a 15-minute video a couple of nights ago, and then an ad break came on. And if they're like between 30 seconds and 2 minutes, I'll let it go, and do something, for a minute, look at my phone or whatever. An hour and 30-minute video came up about Islam.
Random.
An hour and it was actually 1 hour 31 minutes, and it was in the middle of a 15-minute video, and I was just like, seriously?
It's not an advert, is it?
Well, no. And how much would the YouTuber get if I watched that?
Yeah.
A penny, 2p. An hour and a half.
Yeah. Some
of them are just ridiculous.
Actually, interesting point. 199 in the house has just gone up. Thank you. So nice of you, Zol, to join us. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Really, really appreciate it. I'm really glad that we're able to do a live tonight, because it genuinely was 50-50 for a while, wasn't it? We were like, is it going to be okay? Should we just call it early and say we'll just have a night off tonight? I'm really glad we have, and I'm really glad that you've all been able to join us. Denkono says, so intent on the chat, I inadvertently ate an Apple sticker. Dear me. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Aljax says, just eaten one of your roasted veg peanut chili wraps, had everything except ordinary spuds, so I sprinkled in some fried polenta. Heavenly.
Ooh.
Thanks for the idea.
Ooh.
Nice.
Polenta, you filthy beast. I love that idea.
Lolly says, I got asked if I was pregnant. I said, no, love, just fat, love. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Scroll just did that thing where
we haven't opened any of the parcels from our PO box as yet. All being well, we're gonna, because we've had nothing delivered. We went up last Saturday and collected 4.
Are we gonna go up tomorrow?
Yeah.
To check.
We're gonna go up again tomorrow, and I'm going to ask to see a manager. Although I have had some email correspondence from them now, saying, sorry, we don't know why you're not being sent things. This will be investigated. And it's like, well, that's not helping, is it? Because I keep having to go up there.
Clues in the name, Royal Mail. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ailura. Ilura?
Yeah.
Allura. Hi guys, I'm one of those who came here based on YouTube recommendations, and I loved your channel instantly. Weirdo jingle in the background especially. I even sing along. So nice to see you.
Oh, well, nice to see you too. Thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you for writing that and just shouting out, because it does kind of make the point that without all you wonderful people kind of spreading the word, giving us the support and the thumbs up and the comments and the shares, you know, we wouldn't be on our way to 11,000 subscribers, and hopefully onwards and upwards beyond that as well.
Will and Chris, blood donation rules for gay men are changing. I know, yes, we will. Well, I will.
Yeah,
definitely.
I stubbed my toe a few years ago and nearly passed out.
I love the thought, and whereas I'm not blood shy at all, if I've got good blood and someone else can benefit from it, if I can help somebody, absolutely. And I'd probably go as often as they let you. But can't you go like once every 2 months or something?
Not too personal at all, Chris. You know us, surely.
No, and I'm very glad to see that it's changed, because it's like, we're married, we're monogamous.
Yes.
There is no risk.
Yeah. And also, let's just touch on the fact that actually, in terms of sexually transmitted infections, and obviously the major ones in terms of HIV, sadly, we've seen obviously that it's transcended the gay community, HIV now. So actually, those old-fashioned rules that apply to blood donation just don't apply anymore, really, do they? So, good question, Chris and Will and Chris. Oh, Linda, yeah, I've been through similar. It's been a really stressy couple of weeks, to be honest. I'm not going to get into it in any great detail because
why can't we talk?
Well,
about
one,
it
because it's boring.
Well, it's not though.
It is a little bit boring.
It might be boring to you, Jason, but we share our lives with people.
Only because it's work-related stuff.
Yeah, but it's just the gist of it is.
The gist of it is, in a nutshell, I work for a mental health charity. I think it's fair to say that the charity sector and the entertainment industry as a whole is some of the hardest hit over the last 12 months or so in terms of the global pandemic that we're all dealing with. I think it's fair to say that. And as a mental health charity, we know what's coming in the future. We know that over the next 6 to 12 months.
Jay, you don't have to give all, but just the bits that, because now
I'm telling the full story.
Yeah, it's like you just said it was too long and boring.
Well, so in a nutshell, I was offered the option to take a redundancy, or I was offered to reduce my pay scale.
That's the nutshell.
So I've took the option to reduce my pay scale, which is a shame, but I understand it. That's the difficult thing. That's the difficult pill to swallow. Is I understand it because all charities are trying to reinvest into their frontline staff at the moment and make sure that they're all able to support the country.
But it does mean we're going to be down by a couple of hundred at least a month.
Yeah.
So it is a bitter pill.
It's a bitter pill to swallow, but
because
we will adapt.
Just about managing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because we do YouTube as well, and we've got many of you fantastic people supporting us and helping us to do this. So it was a bit like, it's only just kind of evened out. Do you know what I mean? Whereby we're not struggling too much, and then this came along. But it is what it is. Hopefully the world will get back to normal at some point, and my asthma and Gemini can start bringing in some money instead of just spending so much like they do.
And I suppose
they're back from that cruise soon. I don't know when though. I've had yet another garbled. I could hear a load of waves in the background and hysterical laughter and what sounded like the pinging of knicker elastic. I didn't ask, but I couldn't hear the gist of when they were coming back. But as soon as I know, I'll let you know.
I don't think Toya knows us very well. Toya's and bless Toya. Hi guys, what's on the menu on Sunday? I want to get the ingredients so I can cook along with you.
Oh, we only do one live a week, Toya. So it varies. It's Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday, Friday, Sunday. So not this Sunday because we've done Friday. A week on Sunday will be the next live, and it will be another in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. So we'll try and let you know as soon as we can.
Yeah,
but
I'll let you know soon on that.
To be fair, we do kind of decide like possibly like the day before sometimes.
I know, but I need to get my head into that a bit more and kind of try and
because some people
plan it better.
Some people would like to cook along with you, I'm sure, or cook along with us, definitely. Yvonne, no, it's not a temporary pay reduction. It's a dismantling and removal of my current role and the creation of a new role at a lower pay scale.
Yeah.
So it's a very clever way of working. But again, like I said, I understand it. It's just a pain. But you know what? There are there are lots of people out there that have been impacted.
Oh, there's people that are far worse off than us.
Yeah.
We try desperately to always look on the good side. And it's hard sometimes when you're taking knocks, but we are very lucky. We are very lucky.
Dragon's Angel 007 has done the maths and looked at the calendar. So you're live Easter Sunday.
Oh, is that Easter Sunday week on Sunday? Then yeah.
There you go.
I think we were live last Easter Sunday as well.
Were we?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, we went live on Christmas Day and we thought we'd have like 10 people, and there was quite a lot of people tuned in, wasn't
And
there?
New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So we'll do it.
We share it all.
We share it,
guys.
And besides, Easter's not anything majorly significant for us, is it? So
Ostara.
Taking an hour or two out of our day.
The history of it is very interesting.
That's very true, Jenny. We have each other. We do. And that does make the world a difference. It has to be said. Stasha, it's just a general chat tonight, isn't it? It's a general chat, catch up, update, answer any questions any of you might have.
If anybody has any questions, start your comment with like 2 or 3 question marks so we see it, and ask away. We will answer anything.
Yeah, pretty much within reason.
Ask us anything.
Alice, we've done brownies before on a Cook With Us, a Sunday Cook With Us. In fact, I did brownies. I've done cookies and brownies. I'm actually really good in the kitchen. It's just that whenever I come in the kitchen to try and help and like to kind of create something magical, Paul gets the rolling pin and he hits me in the knees.
Is this what you're saying now? Is this the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
How good are you in the kitchen?
About 10.
How good are you in the kitchen?
About 10.
Out of
100. So it'll be hopefully we want to try and keep things original. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to repeat ourselves, even though we've had pizzas twice this week. But generally we don't repeat ourselves too often. So Frank, good question. Yes, hours will remain the same. So I still have Friday off. Yeah,
that's one thing we've said. You could have gone back up to 36 hours and buffered a bit of that loss of income, but as soon as he mentioned it, I was like, nope, no, under no circumstances. 4 days is enough for your mental health.
Yeah,
it's plenty, because it's like he works a full-time job 4 days a week, and then there's all the filming and the editing and the everything we do with, and this we love so much more than anything else we do.
It's the favorite thing in our lives to do, genuinely. And yes, work is really stressful, and obviously I'm sure many of you can imagine working for a mental health charity can be incredibly stressful, but having the opportunity to do those 4 days doing that, and then having that extra day, that Friday, to work on content, work on editing, doing filming, going out and about, doing shopping vlogs, whatever for the channel. I wouldn't really want to change that for the world. I really wouldn't. So, I would have been a bit devoed if I'd have had to kind of go back to working full time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, it'll be an adjustment period over the next couple of months. We'll adjust, we'll adapt.
We'll tighten our belts a bit. I've already cancelled Virgin Telly.
Yeah.
I phoned them up the other day straight away and just said, right, turn it off. All of it. We've got Freeview on the TV. We don't need it. Just got to figure out how to record stuff now.
Yeah.
I think we can put a USB in the telly, you know, and do it that way.
We can do that. We can do
We've
that.
just got to look how to work out how to do it.
Okay, a few questions to answer.
Nice, good. I like a question.
Will and Chris said, "Oh my God, thank you for the Wayne recommendation. Brilliant series. Hope it gets a second season." Yeah, well, we've got 2 episodes to watch yet, so I'm not sure. I might get to the end of watching Wayne and be like, I don't want there to be a second season. I want it's perfectly wrapped up.
Yeah.
But we might get to the end of it and be like, it's so deserving of a second season.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, Muddy Paws Lisa recommended it to us. It's bloody good, isn't it? It's so good. I love little random character-driven things like that, where it's all about the characters. It's all about the people. Amazing.
Alora says, it's great when this happens. Can you each share the meaning behind the tattoos of yours? Well, 2 things. One, if we...
tattoo of yours. So
you
can say one and then we'll say about the...
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, behind a tattoo. Yeah.
So,
shoot.
This one is happy, healthy, no conflict. That's the literal translation. The English translation is happy, healthy, harmony. I wanted that on my arm really bad, and then I got really worried about it because I've done the research myself on Google and got the pictographs. And then we went to a Chinese restaurant one night, and the waiter was looking, and I said, "Could you tell me what this actually says?" It's like, it's too late now, it's tattooed on your arm. And he said, happy, healthy, and then he paused at the bottom too, and I thought he's going to say dog food or
chips,
like cheap bread or something. And he said, no conflict. And I said, harmony. He went, yeah, harmony. But they don't have the word harmony, so
no conflict.
It's happiness, health, harmony.
There you go. Nice. Yeah. And I suppose the easiest one for me to just explain is my sleeve in general. For the most part, my sleeve in general. This one.
Well, what does this say?
This says strength, but that's boring. That's like the first tattoo I ever had done. It's rubbish.
But we're trying to get people to watch the tattoo vlog. Jesus, be a vlogger, Jason.
It's very critical.
Just tell them about
very
one.
Critical.
Tell them about one.
Very critical.
Well, your sleeve's big though, and it's like...
But it means it's one thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's got a big story, and you tell it well in the tattoo vlog that we did.
There you go.
What's this?
It just says strength.
There you go.
Just says strength. Just Chinese for strength.
But we have done a tattoo vlog, when we had them, why we had them, and what they mean. So if you search tattoo on our channel, it will come up, and it's us sitting here taking you through them all, giving you close-ups of them, and it's well worth the watch. It really is.
Imran, what was the last film you were utterly obsessed with? I've seen Zack Snyder's Justice League about 5 times, which at 4 hours long means I spent nearly a whole day on the same film. Good stuff. Good question, Imran. Really good question, actually.
The last film I was like that over, that I could watch over and over and over again, was probably It Follows.
We've watched it a few times now, haven't we? We don't do that very often.
Or Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake, which is still my favourite horror film of all time.
I will say this, because I've been thinking about it recently. I mentioned it to you, I think, last week. And then just randomly, when thoughts just come into your head, what came into my head when I was waiting for Paul having his vaccine, randomly was, what's one of the best vampire horror films out there? And I was like, you know what? 30 Days of Night is absolutely amazing.
It's horrible.
I'd forgotten how good it is. It's such a good vampire film. It's brilliant.
They're the worst, most ugly, vile-looking,
they're horrible,
cruel, nasty,
horrible,
sick vampires.
Horrible
in any vampire movie.
But Josh Hartnett.
Hello, girl.
And Josh Hartnett as a vampire at the end. As like, it's half vampire and like still got a little bit of humanity left, but like as hard as a vampire, so he can take out the vampires. Yes, I'm all about that.
I do want to watch that again now.
Let's watch it. Yeah, it's brilliant. Let's carry on. Good few questions coming in. Thank you for that, Imran. Because it gave us a chance to talk about great films. Have you heard about the MC vegan burger? Will you try it, Nikki Gray?
MC,
As
as in Muck vegan burger. Is it from McDonald's?
Muck vegan burger. I'm guessing that's what Nikki means. It'd be M small c technically, wouldn't it? But we can forgive you for the type error if it is a type error.
I'm very funny with fast food takeaways. But we haven't even had a vegan Domino's. I don't trust humans.
We've not had a vegan Subway, have
Nope.
we? And that'd probably be one of the safest
I don't trust
ones.
humans.
I don't.
Human beings are sick. Far too many human beings have crawled up their own arse and died and become sick people who enjoy being horrible to other people without even thinking about the consequences. And that never leaves my mind. And some might say, oh, what an awful way to look at the world. It keeps me protected from the world because people are horrible. And I've seen too many people on Facebook with a picture of a Domino's pizza saying, guys, does this look vegan to you? Because I've just ordered it, and loads of people saying, no, that is not the vegan one. The vegan cheese won't melt like that. So probably not.
Yeah,
I haven't been to KFC
fair.
either.
That's fair.
And I won't go to KFC. I'm glad that they do these things, and I'm glad that there's the opportunity for other people to buy them. I don't trust the humans that work in them enough to buy from them.
Yeah.
I buy from Greg's because it's baked and it's and you can see very clearly there's a pattern on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We talked about it a while ago, didn't we? We were saying like I think it was like just before we went into the first lockdown, and obviously all this nonsense started. One of the things that I said was, wouldn't it be really cool if we could go to our local pizza hut and go do like a behind the scenes, like go into the kitchen and see how they prepare the vegan pizzas and that? And we were like, it's never going to happen, is it? Because it's a gamble. It's cross-contamination. And even if you got a pizza and there was like accidentally a bit of ham on it or something, they'd say, oh, well, we do our best in the kitchen, but occasionally a bit of ham will fly across the kitchen and to another area of the kitchen. And
it happened to us in, excuse me. Now and again, the old stammer comes to visit. Molino Lounge in Oldham.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that day when we both got an all-day breakfast and you had a chunk of bacon?
Yes.
An actual chunk of bacon.
Yeah.
And we were like, guys, come on.
I will say they were sincerely apologetic.
Oh, they were terribly apologetic. And they took it away and they bollocked the chef and they got him a new one and it was free. His was, I still had to pay for mine.
Well, yeah. Let's crack on because there's quite a few more questions come through, and I want to be able to scroll down because it's like, oh, I'm just noticing this.
Yeah.
Jason Muddy Paul says, Jason, if you had to make a surprise meal for Paul, what could you do? That's a very, very good question. Surprise meal, and wanting it to be something nice. That's really difficult. I probably would. I think somebody else has mentioned it in there. I probably would see I'd lean towards jacket spuds, but then I'd be kind of up shit creek without a paddle because I wouldn't be able to do decent fillings for them because Paul always does the fillings for the jacket spuds. So maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I'd do. I think if I really tried hard, I could probably do an all right pasta dish. Because I love pasta.
Yeah.
I love pasta, and I know how it should taste, and I think I've seen you do it enough times to be able to put together an half decent.
You could
pasta
also
dish.
throw together an awesome sausage salad, and you've done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just a nice big bowl of salad with cooked sausages chopped into it.
Sausage salad's great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
makes it like a warm salad.
Rob says, "What else have you got planned for the allotment?" The quick answer to that is, keep watching the vlogs.
Yeah, so much, Rob, and we don't want to spoil it for everybody, but we've got a lot planned down there. Of course, we're kind of in limbo at the moment because we're growing a lot of stuff at home, ready to go down there. So
touch wood, the tomato plants are looking.
Really, risk-free planting is the first week of May.
For us,
because you've still got a chance of frost throughout April in Oldham, our hometown.
Yeah.
So
Victoria says, don't be hard on yourself, Jason. From your lunchtime taste tests, it seems like you're a pro on the microwave. That is very true. Very true. Thank you. Dragon's Angel, will you be growing raspberries at the allotment?
Yeah,
yes.
They're already in Berry Boulevard. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, goji berries, strawberries, red currants.
Yeah. Coniston asks an interesting question. Do you think you will try the Gordon Ramsay vegan steak and review? Here's the thing.
What, cooking it, or as in, is he bringing one out to buy, or is it just a recipe he's brought out?
I think he's done a recipe. It's gone viral recently, hasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, but we were actually, I mean, to be fair, guilty pleasure. We've both been kind of quite fond of Ramsay at various points throughout his career, and found him quite funny at times. So I wouldn't rule it out. I haven't seen the video that he's done yet, but never say never. You know what I mean? We carve our own path a lot of the time with our content creation. We carve our own path, and we very much go instinctually a lot of the time. So there you go. Sandra, thank you. Not a question, but there is something very intriguing about you two. You are helping veganism big time. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Well, thank you very much, Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Ben says, how long have you been vegan? I can't be vegan because of food allergies. Oh, you've started something there now, haven't you, Ben? Really? Really? Really?
There are so many vegan food groups. What? So you're allergic to vegetables, beans, legumes, soya, all wheat, gluten, coconut.
To answer your question,
And if
Ben,
you are, what the hell do you survive on?
7.5 years are we now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.5 years. I see stars. You may have missed it earlier in the chat, so that's fine. Have you ever done a tour of your tattoos on the channel? I'd love to hear about them.
There's a tattoo vlog. So if you search our channel for the word tattoo, you'll find the vlog where we tell you all about them, when we got them, why and what they mean to us.
It's a good one, that, isn't it?
It is a good one.
I've not. I can't even remember. It was ages ago.
We really enjoyed doing it, didn't we? Because it was asked a lot, so it was nice to do a vlog and say, "Yeah, we've done one."
We got asked a lot, and then we did it. That was kind of part of the reason, wasn't it?
In fact, let's just. Oh,
yes, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Dreaming up. I'm going to get the link for it.
I can tell. Is that right here?
You're every thought. You're everything. You're every song I ever sing.
So, whilst Paul is doing that search, and we will get back to a few more of the questions before we start to wrap things up for the evening, while Paul's getting this to share with you all, our tattoo vlog, what's up and coming? Well, obviously, we've got an allotment vlog coming up at some point fairly soon. We'll be down there over the weekend. We have got a new recipe vlog coming up at some point over the next few days. I'll say no more about that, but it's going to be a good one.
For those asking, I've just linked in the chat the tattoo vlog.
Nice one. Yeah, what else have we got coming up? The Vegan Queens will be doing something again fairly soon.
The Vegan Queens will be doing something over Easter, I believe. Like I say, I've got some garbled message off Gemini. My asthma's screaming in the background. I don't know what we're going on. We've got a taste test of sorts coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We've got kimchi. I was going to do it early week this week, and then I realised it's such a big process. I need Jason here to be the camera operator. I can't do both. I can't cook it and film it. So that might be this weekend at some point.
I think, to be honest as well, the way that we operate, I want Paul to make the kimchi because I'm intrigued as to how it's going to come out. Also because it's spicy kimchi, I'm intrigued. But also the way that we operate with filming and stuff, I think I get that. I get that you'd rather me be there. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Totally. It's more fun.
Yeah.
To do that when we're working together as a team.
Definitely.
Totally get that.
All I do the whole day through is dream
Oh,
of you.
I see stars. I've got 2 full sleeves, so I'm also interested. Thanks, guys. I've been unbalanced for quite some time in the tattoo department. As you can clearly see, look at this. Completely unbalanced. And I do intend to remedy it at some point, although I don't think this sleeve will ever be quite as busy and full as this one is. But yeah, I do feel a bit unbalanced. There's quite a bit of work that I've still got up here that wants to go here. You're a bit more balanced out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Especially on the forearms.
Alice, I want a tattoo, but I'm such a wimp. Any other wimps in the chat had a tattoo and want to share your experience? Nice. Nice. Imran's still chatting about films. Dawn of the Dead 2004, also directed by Zack Snyder.
There you go, you see. Marvellous. Marvellous.
A few people have shouted out The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys, what a film. Oh, so good. Any more questions? I'm trying to carefully scroll down so it doesn't do that jump thing that it does.
Yeah, you've got to...
Ooh, yes, Angela. Watch Stan and Ollie on iPlayer. Lovely, gentle film about friendship.
Yeah,
it
broke me a bit.
Yeah.
It broke us a bit.
Didn't they do an extraordinary job, though? The 2 guys.
Weren't they treated horribly?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, the actors playing them.
Oh, God, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Steve Coogan, and sadly, I can't remember the name of the other actor, unfortunately, but phenomenal performances.
Yeah, brilliant. Amazing.
Oh, okay. Stacey, there's a question. Jason, since your gaming video was so good, would you ever do any more or consider streaming on Twitch? We've thought about it, but if I'm honest with you, Stacey, two very quick things. One, I think just in general, what we try to remain conscious of is that we don't want to spread ourselves too thin in terms of quality over quantity. Don't get me wrong, I would love to stream games on Twitch. I think we'd have a right laugh doing it. I think it'd be really good fun, but there are simply not enough hours in the day. And part of leading into, coming from that into the next thing is we're playing No Man's Sky at the moment, No Man's Sky Origins, and it's such a huge game that I'm actually mentally being very, very careful not to dive into it too much, because I know how all-encompassing computer games can be sometimes, and we've got a lot of stuff we want to do for the channel lined up over the next week or two. So yeah, I've got to be, it's a careful balancing act. It's a careful balancing act. But thank you for that, Stacey.
And I was so gentle.
Got me more gentle than that.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
God.
It's thick and fast, the chat. 197 thumbs up. You're all absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I try not to think about it, Imran, to be honest. I try not to think about the last 12 months and the carnage that has ensued in all areas. It's quite devastating, really.
Get off, Siobhan, and do your work. You can always come back and watch this.
It's interesting subject matter as well, at least. Do you know what I mean, Siobhan? Very interesting subject matter. Oh, no, night, Joanna. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to catch up with the chat because it's gone so fast. Leanne, I'm allergic to chocolate. It brings me out in fat.
We've still not been able to get hold of the vegan bounty.
Have you changed your name back to Leanne now?
I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
What are you doing changing your name like so much, Leanne? What's going on?
Just scroll back up a second. Again, a second.
Have we missed a question?
No, Dragon's Angel. I made Gordon Ramsay's steak the other day. It was very tasty. I would recommend it, guys. Thank you.
Well, I've got this recipe in my list at the moment for a version of like a roast beef joint that you make with gram flour, tofu, and beetroot, and I want to do that. I really want to do that because apparently it becomes a gorgeous slicing meat for sandwiches.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
I also want to do just some seitan. It's finding the time. This is the thing. It's like if we were full-time YouTubers, if we could afford to be full-time YouTubers, this channel would be full of non-stop recipes, allotment.
It kind of already is, to be fair, but we actually have even more.
We do what we can do.
Yeah, but we have so much stuff. So much stuff. And I think, just to touch on this for a minute without kind of getting on my soapbox, I think because we're both come from very creative backgrounds, I think it lends itself to being a content creator. There are lots of people who do all kinds of different things on YouTube, but they might not all necessarily be coming from a creative background. So we're always bubbling with ideas of things we can do. And that's why I think that it's fair to say the channel is quite diverse in terms of what we do. So occasionally, randomly, you'll get a short film, or you'll get a musical performance, or you'll get, the vegan queens, or you get all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, Will and Chris, I can only imagine.
Oh, no.
I hate shit like that. However, I had one little bitch called Cleo. I moved to Preston. She went missing for 7 days. 7 whole days. I thought, she's gone forever. I'm sat at the front room window one night. I lived above a pub. Sat at the front room window one night having a fag. And here's this, we're sat on a bloody car park across the road, looking up at me. Like, hi, I'm back. Slut. Pregnant she was.
Disgusting.
But she came back, but fingers crossed, my loves.
Yeah, big time. Terrible to have to go through that. And cats are the worst for doing it as well. So, yeah, like Paul said, fingers crossed. Denkono linked in with what we were saying before about the recipe that you're going to be doing soon. Are you fans of fermented vegan food?
Very much so. Just haven't made much of it. I love pickled onions.
They deserve more love. They do deserve more love.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely
right.
They do. But we're going to be making Cheap Lazy Vegans kimchi. Hopefully this weekend.
Sarah, that's lovely. Sarah says, thank you for your live on Mother's Day. It really helped me take my mind off not having my mum there anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry your mum's not there anymore, Sarah, but I'm glad you spent your time with us.
Yes.
I made your festive plot again.
Nikki. Yeah, Nikki, I made your festive plot again, which I'm in love with, but people I've made it for are not fans. It breaks my heart.
Well,
you know what those people are? Stupid. That might be the wine talking, but if I drink more wine, I start speaking my mind, and those people sound stupid to me. Just saying it as it is.
Just wanted to say, love you guys. Such an inspiration, positivity and kindness. Well, thank you very, very much. It's not hard though, is it? Why wouldn't anyone want to be positive and kind? It makes you feel lovely, and especially when people reciprocate, then you're like, this is lovely.
I think I've just accidentally negated Yellow Submarine's comment by calling people stupid.
Yeah, but you don't mean it.
No, of course not. People who know us well enough on the channel now, do you know what I mean? Yes. Oh, Jenny, nice one. I'm glad you've been able to catch up with our allotment vlogs, and I hope all is good in your world.
Oh, you'll have a lot of work to do, Jenny, if you've not been there for a month, love. Won't you? Lots of digging over and weeding and stuff, but hope you've got some help and that goes well.
The vegan metalhead, that's a fair point. What about restaurants that are vegan friendly and take measures to avoid cross-contamination? Do you patronise them? I have been to a couple of restaurants that are sensitive to that.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. So have we. As if you're looking at our travel events and eating out vlog, it's like many of the places we go to, travel to, are not fully vegan.
Yeah.
But we trust them.
We're actually, believe it or not, we're actually very fair, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are genuinely as fair as we possibly can be when it comes to kind of laying judgment, for want of a better expression. I'm going to scroll right down. Thank you so much, Mariana.
Thank you, Mariana.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's very gratefully appreciated.
Now you've got to scroll back up.
Yes, that's fine. I didn't have to scroll down too far because I think we're doing all right.
Good.
Doing all right. Yes.
Do you have any recommendations for vegan cream liqueur?
Ooh.
I've just gone vegan and I'm slowly replacing everything I love. By cream liqueur, George, love your name, by the way. Do you mean like Bailey's? And if you do, yes, we've got a Bailey's recipe on the channel. But here's the thing. That Bailey's recipe, it's only the coffee and the whiskey that make it Bailey's. Use the rest of the recipe and add whatever, vegan alcohols you want. You could make other cream liqueurs very easy.
What's that other one that's vegan? Is it called Kahlua? Yeah, so there's that one as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Our mods are great. They answer before we can answer half the time.
So Leanne's Leanne. It's Lauren that's changed her name to the Hermitage.
There we go.
Oh,
so
girls.
confusing.
You girls. Good job. I love you.
Nicola says, "Oh, Paul, I live in Preston. Whereabouts did you stay?"
I worked at Pasha. I don't even know if Pasha's still open in Preston, but I worked at Pasha. And then I worked in the same guys bought a little bar just down the street and up another street called Oblivion. And I worked in Oblivion and lived upstairs, but I only lived there for about 2 weeks. And then Gemini made me leave.
There you go.
Because she smashed a tray of glasses. One by one.
Maggie, thank you for joining us. Hey, Paul, Jess, and everyone in chat.
Hey, Maggie.
Yvonne, can you use pickle juice to pickle onions?
From another jar?
I suspect you probably can.
Yeah, but I think you'd have to... see, I think I've done pickled onions wrong before because I've done sliced pickled onions and just put them in a jar with vinegar water mix. I think what you're supposed to do is cook them gently for a couple of minutes in the vinegar water mix, then let them cool down and refrigerate it. I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
With pickles.
Maggie, hello from Salford, Manchester.
Well, hello from Oldham, Greater Manchester.
Just a few miles down the road. Good. Well.
So any more questions before we slowly start to bring this to a close? To be honest with you. Oh, we've got more likes than watching now. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
215 thumbs up. That's amazing.
We're still going to be on for another 10 minutes. So if you've got any final questions, ask us now. I won't mind a bit more wine, but I need a wee.
Another smidge.
Are you all right if I have a wee?
Well, I'm going to sit here until you come back from having a wee, and then I'll pour us another little bit of wine.
Shall I pass you some wine?
Oh, even better. It's here, in fact. It's here. It's right here.
God damn it, Jason. Oh, that's the other vlog we're doing, Jason. Unboxing.
Yes. Paul just shouted from the loo. The other vlog that we're going to be doing fairly soon, probably this weekend to be fair, because it won't be a really difficult one. We can just sit here at the table, is our subscriber gift unboxing vlog. Quite a few of you said you're quite keen, some perhaps even excited a little bit to watch us unboxing some gifts now that we have the new PO box. So we'll be doing that. I'm really keen to do this bravado spice hot sauce taste test. So I would like to try and cram that in this weekend, if at all possible.
I'm feeling a tiny bit spacey.
Yeah? Just because you just stood up and gone to the loo and come back again? As in, like...
Yeah, my blood's kind of...
Suddenly...
Yeah. Just a tiny little bit spacey.
It's a little bit.
It's not.
It's not the wine.
No, I know wine.
No, because we know wine.
This is a little bit different than wine, but it's not unpleasant.
Well, that's a concern. Slight concern.
It's not unpleasant.
Well, it might become unpleasant.
Well,
isn't that what Lauren said? That she started feeling a little bit weird, and then she had 24 hours of absolute shite.
I've had worse trips than this. Good night and have easy work tomorrow. Thanks for the nice time. Thank you, Sybil, and see you soon.
Oh, Sybil, thank you for sticking with us for the whole time that
Sybil, if you, I'm sure that we'd be able to communicate better, not in a live chat, but on a one-to-one basis. If you ever need any help or advice, you're getting stuck with anything, I know we're in different countries, but those language barriers we can handle. Message me on Facebook, on the Those Vegan Guys page. Try and help you in whatever way I can, because once you're on this journey, it's like riding a bike. They say if you fall off, get back on.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So, and I'd like to help you stay on the bike.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us, Sybil.
And all of that Paul just said. Yeah. Yeah. Jenny says, have you ever put nooch in hummus? It tastes like spreadable cheese.
No, but I've made well, the vegan queen's actually made cheese sauce with potatoes, carrots, oil, and nooch. Have you ever made that? Oh, it's good.
Alice says that, and this is
live. They did it live, didn't they? My asthma in her kitchen at Rochdale. Gemini borrowed this kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Made that cheese sauce, didn't they?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. The things you have to do. Do you know what I mean? The last 12 months.
My asthma had it all in like an hour with her fingers. So she's a dirty cat, that one.
Was she trying to be seductive, or she was just shoving it in her face?
Just shoving it in her face.
Alice says, and this is a really interesting one actually, and I think I know the answer to this, and it's not the best answer. If I send you a parcel, it would need to be unboxed ASAP. I won't give anything else away. If I write that on the box, is that okay? The problem is,
until they start delivering like they're supposed to, we're going once a week.
Yeah.
But if you sent me a message and said, I've sent you a parcel from here, so it should be there by then, I'd go.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
But fingers crossed, by hook or by crook, one way, tomorrow we're going up there and we're going to kick off. And there's going to be things said. And hopefully we're going to resolve the situation.
Denkono, no, but I've always wanted to. Have you, Jason, played tabletop RPG games like Dungeons and Dragons?
Denkono, you know what? Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer, a little bit of Warhammer, but more Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. I have very fond memories of sitting in a good friend's house called Michael, who, funnily enough, we trekked all over the Lake District one summer, and it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I digress. I've lost hours to Dungeons and Dragons. I lost an entire day to it at once. But then I think I just kind of evolved into video games. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. Yeah.
He's done that thing again, hasn't he?
I don't think it's jumped too far, but yeah. So yeah, we're okay.
Well, we've got lots of things on Facebook. We've got our Facebook page, Those Vegan Guys, and then we've got a group as well, which is a really, really lovely group. A really nice vegan group. It's been cultivated that way. It's like a couple of thousand members, and everyone's just really nice and friendly and supportive, which is what we wanted, you know. And that's called That Vegan Group, and it's always linked in the description of every video down there.
Yes. Allura asks a good question, and it's always useful to clarify this. Are the vegan queens other people or your alter egos?
Other people. He's now do with any of them.
Got now to do with the vegan queen.
I'm very close with Gemini. She's a very good friend of mine, Gemini. Very good. I've known her. She's like my twin, really.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah. And Stuart from the Library is Open is very, very close to my asthma. They're a bit like twins as well. But no, not alter egos, different people.
Yeah.
Women of the world.
And I am their
Roadie.
PA,
roadie, photographer, driver, legend, hunty daddy.
Well, that's so nice. So nice. Sarah says, the wife bought us Tesco's wicked spicy barbecue nooch and it's amazing over noodles. Nom.
Oh.
Stuff.
Oh, I'll try that. Has anyone tried those Delicious powders? You know, seasonings. They do like a whole range of different bacon seasoning powders, and they're meant to be incredible. I've messaged them cheekily, I know, on Facebook and said, do you work with vloggers at all? Do you send your things to vloggers at all for taste tests and reviews? Because we're vloggers. I said to them, so we'll wait and see. Someone asked earlier where they can find your PO box address.
Thank you, Kelly.
It's in the About section here on our channel. If you go to our channel on YouTube, it's in the About section. It's also in the About section on our Facebook page.
It's a new thing. It's a relatively new thing, isn't it? And we're trialing it to see how it goes. So it may not be permanent. Alice, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe just pause on it until we try and get things sorted out a little bit better. We should hopefully get a little bit of more of a sense of what's going on tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But like Paul said, if somebody wants to send us something and they can message us and let us know that it's been sent, if we don't manage to get things resolved, we can always go up and collect it.
I'm happy to go there twice a week until they start bringing it round here.
Yeah.
You know, which would be fine, wouldn't it? How is Isis? Is she being good? Bumble isn't he attacked a fox just now?
No way! That's crazy.
That's brave.
Not surprising though. Cats are nuts. Mind you, so are foxes.
Isis is fine.
She's doing all right, isn't she?
Yeah, she's. The second we finish, she'll come downstairs.
Yeah, and I think she's slowly transitioning into spring and summer mode now. She's starting to get a little bit feisty.
She's certainly molting.
She's molting. She's getting feisty. She's kind of going meow, and then she's like running and doing like hand springs, paw springs off the side of the sofa, and then running up the stairs and then going in the bath. Also, when I went upstairs before, did you notice that the bath mat had been pulled back?
Put it back.
You did that, don't you?
Of course,
it wasn't me.
She has this. She's crazy in the summer when the back door's open because it's beautiful. She'll bomb in and out like a crazy. Bless her. She's a good egg.
Stacey, no, we haven't seen Sneaky Pete on Prime. Watching season 1 and the Mo, and I'm really enjoying it. Thank you. No, I'm not seeing it. I think I want to finish Wayne.
Yes, I do.
Soon.
Probably this weekend.
And then we'll be ready to move on to
maybe
other
we'll
stuff.
watch an episode tonight and then one tomorrow.
We've got yeah, that might do it. Oh, Mariana, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do. It helps the animals and it makes the world a better place.
Oh, thank you.
That's a lovely thing to say.
This is very strange.
This is what I was going to say before. I was like, is it actually a shaving rash?
Well, it's actually hurting a little bit now. Maybe it's not. One of the girls down there told me she'd got a terrible raised rash all over her body from the first injection.
Thank you, Stu.
But then she had a shower and she was fine.
I miss being hunted.
I secretly thought we just dirty. I didn't say it though. Not horrible.
George, that's a really good question. I'll say we don't. How often do you accidentally eat animal products? It's something I'm really worried about.
No, as far as I'm aware, we don't ever.
But
we're far too cautious.
I'd say the first few months, it's a learning process.
First few months were terrible.
Yeah.
I were eating cereal with vitamin D from sheep's wool without even knowing it for the first few months.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I'm vegan now. And someone went, no, you're not. I'm in Gold Special K.
I just said, don't.
And the vitamin D is not vegan.
Don't worry too much about it.
He was very nice to me, though.
Yeah.
He weren't horrible.
Don't beat yourself up for it. Just learn and move on.
And the only other time that I know for sure was about 6 months into being vegan. I bought a no-moo milkshake from Holland and Barrett. And it had honey in it. And I didn't realise. I was halfway through it. I was like, this is really sweet. really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I checked and it had honey in it.
Will and Chris say, I love the way Wayne says car.
I love the way anyone from Boston says car.
So good. So good. Yeah. Partial to a Boston accent.
Car.
I love the accents.
I can only do Boston slightly, and it's an accent I would like to do more than any other American.
Yeah.
Boston.
Also, actually, what I've not mentioned as well about Wayne is I absolutely bloody love the theme tune. I love the gritty, grungy sort of guitar-y. Yeah, it's brilliant. Anyway, we said it a lot. Nikki, do you like Vikings on Prime? They are all so beautiful. I think we watched like the first episode of Vikings, but we were watching Spartacus at the same time. And we kind of got enthralled into Spartacus and kind of left Vikings to one side. Maybe it's something we may visit again in the future, but it's a lot to take on board, isn't it? Into it like it's 10th season now or something. We'd have to start right from the start.
Alice, vegan cream eggs and making them sounds way out of my league.
Yeah, we'll leave that to the experts.
It might not be, but you know, it's not something I'm like, oh, I'll do that.
I tell you what, I saw in Sainsbury's the other day, and I was very.
This might be injection related, you know.
Yeah, it could be. I saw in Sainsbury's the other day. Yeah, they should be able to see that. Live vaccine side effects reactions.
I've been injected with the COVID. It's in my blood now. Makes me bleed my own blood.
Maria says, take an antihistamine. Anyway, precautionary.
Well, I have to take one every morning. It's you've never seen me in the morning. As my husband will attest, I am a mess. When I first wake up.
Well, yeah, but that's not just hay fever, is it? That's that part. You've got nasal drip. You've talked about it before.
Yeah, rhinitis, but it's which is funny that it doesn't get me while I'm lying down. And then as soon as I'm awake, I start pouring until I take an antihistamine. Yeah.
Stuart says, I think we've had them before, and I agree. Holland and Barrett do a sort of variation on the cream egg. It's okay, albeit not exactly the same taste.
Yeah, it's the one with the really thick dark chocolate in it. It's all right.
I agree, Stu. I agree. Right. It's not the same. It's not the same.
We have had it.
You'd be better off getting the cream egg fudge from Fab Fudge. Not sponsored, but they're lovely people, and the cream egg fudge is gorgeous. So there, I said that.
How did you feel, Lily, after your vaccine? I've read some people have been absolutely fine and had nothing at all. Some people have had a really brutal 24 to 48 hours.
Yes, true. Victoria, because I don't know how Paul's going to deal with the allotment over the summer, to be honest. But Victoria says hay fever has started to kick in this week. Wonderful. Yeah. I don't know. I had hay fever when I was a kid, and then it stopped.
I didn't,
and it didn't come back. Thankfully, my sister has it pretty bad though. Bless her. For anybody who doesn't know, my sister got married this year and is pregnant, and she's going to be having a kid over the summer, July, I think. Is it July? It's not July, is it?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
It's either July or August.
Well, I never. Alice? Well, we're still here. We're here for another few minutes. We'll answer a couple more questions.
I've never ridden. I've been on the back of a motorbike, but I've never ridden one. I've always wanted to.
Alice, do you want? I'll give you the simple answer. The simple answer is no, because I knew from quite a young age that if I ever rode a motorbike, I'd kill myself on a motorbike.
Lily, we had a low effort dinner tonight as well. I chucked some stuff in the air fryer. I warmed a packet of rice in the microwave, and I chucked some veg in a saucepan. Do you know what? It was lovely.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just went in the mood for cooking. Do you know what I mean? Like a proper big meal. Yeah, don't start worrying about me now.
I'm not worried. I just asked if he was okay.
Yeah, if I get to the point where I'm like, you'll be the first to know.
Well, obviously, I'll be the first to know.
Where I'm concerned.
I married you, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, love loving horses. Hi, guys. Love to see you. Love your channel. Huge love to you both and all your followers. Well, thank you very much. That's lovely. Yeah, motorbikes. Yeah, intrigued me for a long time, but no, I had a terrible, terrible mountain biking accident. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I always have been. So no, it can't happen. Can't happen. It's not happening.
Oh, Leslie had a bad time on the Pfizer. You had Pfizer, didn't you?
Yeah.
It didn't affect him at all.
I've got my second vaccine a week on Tuesday for anyone that's interested. And then I'll be done and dusted until next year when we all need a booster shot, and the year after and the year after that, until we all stop eating animals and causing pandemics.
Although, have you seen, very interesting, the former head of the CDC? CDC?
Yeah. It's either the WHO or the CDC, isn't it?
I think it's the CDC. He's a virologist. Has said basically there is no way that COVID-19 did not come from a lab in Wuhan. He doesn't believe it came from a bat at all. He believes it came from not intentionally, but he said when you're working in a lab and you're working with viruses, the team get the viruses. That's what happens. That's what happens in those kind of labs. So
the thought of that is just very confusing to me.
Just don't work with them. What are you working with them for?
Well, if you're
trying to make them stronger, why are you trying to do that? Stop it. Try to find ways to prevent them.
No, I've got a better idea. Let's go to other planets and bring back viruses from there. Let's go to the Antarctic and dig up old viruses and let's examine them as well. I'm done with this. I've had too much red wine. I'm starting to get on me. I'm starting to get on me soapbox.
Random thought. Do you drive, Paul? I think I always seem to Jason driving in your videos. No, Jason does always drive. We invested all of our driving lesson money and driving test money into Jason.
I'm the driver.
And just said, what's the point in us? Although now, later in life, I'm like, no, we should both drive, really. What if you have an accident one day and I imagine I'd be able to drive? I've had quite a few lessons. I could drive a car, not necessarily safely, but I could drive a car. Right, let us bring this to a lovely club. We've done longer than I thought we would.
I thought we'd do an hour tonight,
I know.
give or take.
We've done an hour and a half because we enjoy spending our time with you lovely people.
Yes. It's always a pleasure. It really is, genuinely. Do you want to answer that?
I haven't seen Mick the Vegan's latest video. No.
Quite like Mick the Vegan, though.
Yeah,
I quite like Mick the Vegan.
We don't actually watch a lot of other vegan YouTubers because isn't this weird considering we run a vegan YouTube channel ourselves? We don't want our lives to only be about veganism.
Yeah.
We are vegans, true and strong, and we will always share our recipes and our shopping. But there's so much more to us than just being vegan.
Yeah.
Just like there's so much more to us than being a gay couple.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more to us than being two guys who have an allotment. You know what I mean?
Variety is the spice of life.
Well, lifestyle channel.
Yeah,
that's how I like to think of it.
It's been awesome this evening, as always. It's really felt like a lovely, just natural, chat with lovely people in the community. Thank you, as always, for the thumbs up, for the wonderful questions, comments, just sharing of what's going on in your world as well. Thank you for the support in all the different ways that we receive your support. It's massively appreciated. It really is. Look forward, please, to lots of new content coming up soon on the channel. This weekend especially, we've got meals vlogs going up. We'll have an allotment vlog going up. We're going to probably have a recipe vlog going up and probably a taste test, possibly an unboxing as well. We might just get a whole load of stuff up over the next few days. Who knows? But
We'll see.
content's coming thick and fast.
We'll see. We'll see how things go.
Yeah. We will. Oh yeah, we will. We will. Yeah.
We'll see how things go. But all being well, it'd be great to get a few vlogs done this weekend. Here's hoping. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to our wonderful moderators, the Hermitage. Yeah. Leanne and Kelly. Is it the Hermitage?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you to you all. Thank you to all of you for being a part of our channel. Thank you, channel members. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, people who've super chatted. Thank you, everyone who's given us a thumbs up. Thank you, Jason.
Jason's just randomly come in. Thank you so much coming in at the end with the super chat. Massively appreciated. Like we said, all types of support, all the different support that we receive, it all helps tremendously in spreading the word. You know, the thumbs up on the videos is really, really important as well, guys. You know, just to kind of drive that home a little bit. In terms of our video uploads that we do on the actual channel, the thumbs up on those videos are just as important, if not more so, than the thumbs up on our lives, because YouTube really does pay attention to that stuff. So thank you so much. It really does help and it means a lot.
And don't forget, if there's anything particular you're looking for, if you're looking for tofu recipes or soup recipes or cake recipes or why we've got tattoos and what they mean, how long we've had cats, how long we've been married, how long we've been together, what are our politics, search any word on our channel and all the vlogs with that word in the description or the hashtags will come up. You'll find literally anything you look for.
Some might say a plethora.
A plethora of vlogs. Right. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to go and watch a
episode of Wayne.
Yeah.
I think.
Get changed. Watch an episode of... Oh, and don't forget our merch as well. Buying our merch really, really helps.
Of course.
You get a t-shirt, we get a few quid. Win-win.
No, I'm getting next. I'm getting down to earth vegan in a vest because summer's on the way and I love a vest. Rocking that down at the allotment. Imagine that.
I know. No. It'll get
busting out the guns.
Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Oh, and there will be a vaccine vlog. I'm going to document. I'll film tomorrow and let you know how I feel.
Oh, that'll be like the end of it, like the update.
Yeah. Just to kind of, you know, and we'll see how tonight goes. I might be filming at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, like,
oh my God. I've got this stain on my mouth, but other than that, I'm fine.
So thank you, everyone. Love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you, guys. We'll see you again very soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other.
Woo!
Bye, love.
Bye.